Here we go. Gonna break down this Durant Spoto game, one of the few games in town after Hurricane Hermine came through the Tampa Bay area slightly. We got a lot of the wind and the rain, but Hillsborough County, Pinellas County, some of Polk County, all of Pasco County, all of Manatee County, basically canceling their games. A few of them rescheduled them, but one that did kick off was Spoto at Durant. Durant ended up winning this ball game 33-0. They were very consistent offensively. They were sound on the defensive side of the ball, where the Cougars, Spoto, not so much. They really didn't get going offensively to about the third quarter when they started putting some first downs together. Defensively, they just could not stop the Cougars. The fade pass to the end zone seemed like a trick play. Just kept happening, and Brandon Myers had a big game. But let me go back to Durant. Carlton Potter, 121 yards, 3 TDs. In this performance, these stats coming from J.J. Garrett, Times correspondent. And Potter, when you look at him, he's not the prototypical quarterback. He doesn't stand 6'3" at 200 pounds with a whale of an arm. He just gets the job done. Now, last week against Hillsborough, he was 10 of 22 for 170 yards. Okay, so the kid's been pretty consistent. He's right around 50% on his passing yards per game. Jake Harris, the running back for Durant, who's been filling in for the young Myers, who's been injured. Another consistent night. Struggled last week against Hillsborough with 19 carries and 40 yards, but he goes off for a big one last night, 108 rushing yards. And then Brandon Myers, another big week, 5 catches, 2 touchdown passes. Last week versus Hillsborough, he was big with 4 receptions, 130 yards. So right now, Brandon Myers is having a whale of a season, playing extremely well. He's showing off his 6'3" frame, which he should be. He's making plays when he should be, and that's what a playmaker can do. Spoto was very inconsistent. There was a lot of miscommunication between the coaches on the sideline and the kids on the field. Execution was big for Spoto. When they were executing offensively in the third quarter, that wing T offense looked good. When they were not executing in the first half, that wing T offense didn't look much of anything. And defensively, they just could not stop what Durant was giving them. Durant was coming down the throat 4, 5, 6 yards a pop, and then a big pass over top. Chop, chop, chop away, then a big pass over top. And let me go back to Durant. What always catches my eye offensively for any offensive coordinator when we go watch the kids play is how the offensive coordinator calls the game. We have so many really good offensive coordinators, and when offensive coordinators don't try and show off how good they are, how smart they are, how talented they are as play callers, and they bring it back down, they dial it back, and they just go with what works, it's very effective. And that's what happened last night with Durant. They didn't call an extensive game plan. They just called what worked, and it did. Inside runs, a few outside runs. We got a 6'3" receiver matched up against a 5'8" corner. How about we give him the ball? It was really simple. It was really effective. They just mashed inside, 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 coming out. Inside, inside, inside. Something's coming out. Defensively, they played a base defense. They blitzed when they needed to blitz. They held their gap. They were very gap sound. They shot the gaps when they needed to. They slanted the defensive line. Not much after that. The secondary played sound. They tackled well in the open field. That there gave them a win. Durant's a good ball club. They have a few injuries. They'll get back, especially when they get their running back. Now, I'm telling you, the Jake Harris kid is good, but he's not really explosive. There were some runs that if Cameron Myers would have been in the ball game and he got to that second level, it would have been a touchdown. Jake Harris, definitely a really good fill-in, but he doesn't have the downfield explosion like a Cameron Myers will have. Cameron's in the ball game. He gets to that second level. He's turning those 15, 16, 17-yard runs into 40-yard touchdowns. So they'll get him back next game, and they'll be ready for their stretch. So Durant, with a big one coming up at home versus Newsom. Okay, that's going to be rocking and rolling over in Cougar Country. Then they travel down to East Bay, staying on the east side. Then they'll travel a little more south. They'll travel to East Bay, and they'll get Leonard at home. So Newsom, East Bay, Leonard, the next 3 games for Durant. All winnable ball games, all tough ball games. Spoto will travel to Blake. Blake off an impressive win versus Robinson. Then they're at Freedom, and then they are at home versus Hillsboro. So Spoto, they'll be in a dogfight versus Blake. They'll be in a dogfight versus Freedom. We'll see just how good they are when they match up against Hillsboro. So 2 good games. Spoto 1-1 falls to 1-1. Durant improves to 1-1. So with that said, there's your game breakdown. Again, Preston Jackson, Big County Preps. Great ball game by both coaching staffs. There's got to be a winner in one. This time it happened to be Durant.